Minutes ago, Lagina made a thrilling discovery on Oak Island, a secret hatch hidden in a restricted area, sparking intense curiosity about what lies beneath. The swamp on Oak Island was way more mysterious than anyone thought. Could Thesa be where the famous treasure was hidden? Excited, they followed old maps that matched today's land, even showing where Dave's house sits. What if Thesa a hidden door leads to dangerous secrets or buried a treasure? It's evident that what lies ahead is far more intriguing than we ever anticipated, and Thesa is just the beginning of what will astound you. Beneath the truth of Oak Island, as they dig deeper, Rick and Marty Lagina, along with their team, are drawn to this fascinating new find on Oak Island. Their search for the island's famous treasure has been filled with challenges, but this hidden entrance, suggested by our ancient map, gives them new hope. This map is a huge breakthrough, pointing them toward Thesa's buried door, raising everyone's hopes about the treasures that could lie beneath. Stay tuned as we uncover what's hidden behind the ancient hatch. In a dimly lit room, Rick, Marty, and their team meet with local legends expert Doug Crowl and a Knights Templar specialist Zena Halper. Zena shares exciting discoveries, including two ancient maps and a mysterious code that may unlock Oak Island's secrets. The first map, from 1179, not only highlights Oak Island but also marks a mysterious location called Rodon, promising a major lead in their quest. The room was filled with a sense of awe as Zena showed the team what she believed was New Ross, a place connected to the famous explorer Henry Sinclair, who is said to have come to Nova Scotia in 1398. Everyone was captivated by the idea that these maps might finally lead them to the long-lost treasures buried beneath Oak Island. With Zena's new information, the team's energy skyrocketed. The old maps in front of them seemed to hint at secrets that had been hidden for centuries. The excitement grew as they realized there was still so much more to uncover on Oak Island. The team, now more determined than ever, threw themselves into the search. Every new discovery felt like they were getting closer to the truth, but at the same time, it led them deeper into even more mysteries. They had to face tough terrain and unexpected challenges, but these only made them stronger and more united. The bond between Rick, Marty, and their team grew as their excitement to reveal Oak Island's hidden stories increased. Oak Island has long been associated with the Knights Templar, a powerful group from the Middle Ages. Some say that a Templar base was set up on the island in the 1300s by a Scottish knight, Prince Henry Sinclair. But Zena's new discoveries hinted at an even bigger story. She found clues that suggested the Templars might have been on Oak Island longer before Sinclair's time, meaning the nearby area of New Ross could be connected to the Templars in ways no one had imagined before. Zena's maps were a huge breakthrough in understanding these mysteries. She showed two important maps, one that covered all of Nova Scotia, and another, a French map from 1347. That stood out with its French labels. This old map hinted at French activity on the island earlier than anyone had thought. It even showed specific features like a basin, possibly the swamp, and a structure that looked like a dam, suggesting that people had changed the island's landscape long before what history usually tells us. The more they uncovered, the more they realized that the history of Oak Island might go back even further than they had thought. A map found by another researcher revealed intriguing clues like Oahu year, hinting at a well-known treasure site on Oak Island, and cryptic terms such as anchors and a valve that deepened the mystery. The discovery linked more parts of the island's complicated history, convincing the team that Oak Island's true story was still largely hidden and full of untold secrets. Rumors that the Knights Templar might have reached Oak Island before Henry Sinclair sparked a widespread curiosity about the potential signs and treasures they might have left, perhaps even a hidden fortress. Motivated by Zena's findings and the map clues, the team was more eager than ever to unravel Oak Island's mysteries. Their excavation efforts led them to an ancient map indicating a potentially revolutionary discovery, a hidden entrance, linked to legends of an undiscovered secret doorway. This prompted even more questions about what other remarkable things might be buried on the island. To solve these mysteries, the team compared old maps with current geographical data, searching for any clue that might reveal the island's long-concealed secrets. But there was a catch, and not everyone was sure Zena's information was completely accurate. Even with some doubts, Rick Lagina and the team were determined to check out every clue. Oak Island was full of different stories and theories, so they needed to look at everything carefully. Zena's detailed research gave Rick confidence that no detail should be ignored. Every small step forward brought them closer to what could be huge discoveries. Rick, Marty, and the rest of the team are geared up to explore a strange location that the maps highlighted. Even though they knew they'd face big challenges, their drive to uncover the hidden history of Oak Island never faded. Every new clue filled them with excitement, knowing that something incredible could be just around the corner. The matched map, the team couldn't help but feel excited as they reviewed the latest satellite images. Jack took the lead, studying how the ancient maps outline match up almost perfectly with the shape of Oak Island today. Even more surprising, the map clearly showed the location of Dave's driveway, road, and house. This alignment made everyone pause. Could the old map be showing them how the island looked, even now? It seemed like history had left its mark on the island, and they were finally starting to see it. The excitement only grew when they spotted a strange dip in the ground near Dave's house. This dip showed up on both the old map and the satellite images. According to the map, this could be where the secret entrance to the island's hidden treasure might be. With this clue, the team began to believe even more in the map's accuracy. Was this the hidden entrance they had been searching for all along? Rick and Marty couldn't stop wondering if pirates or ancient civilizations might have hidden something valuably in this spot. Oak Island's mysteries were still as puzzling as ever, but the team wasn't about to give up. David Blankenship, energized by the way the map seemed to match up with reality, encouraged Jack to grab his metal detector. They were eager to dig deeper into the clues they had found. Following the leads from the map, Thea headed toward the marked spot. Legends spoke of hidden doors and secret paths that could lead to the famous money pit or other treasures that had been lost for centuries. Marty, filled with excitement, thought these might be one of the most promising clues Thea had ever chased down on this part of the island. As they approached the area, the mood was electric. Every step closer to Thea, mysterious depression in the ground fueled their imaginations. Could they really be standing on top of a hidden passage or long-lost treasure? The possibilities felt endless, and Thea's entire team buzzed with anticipation about what they might find buried under Oak Island. The team started buzzing with excitement at Thea thought that the opening they found might have been built by early visitors or settlers on Oak Island. This idea led to a lot of conversations as they imagined what this discovery could mean. With every new clue, the mystery of Oak Island seemed to get bigger, pulling Thea deeper into its strange and secretive history. As they kept digging, the excitement grew. Jack's metal detector gave off a strong signal at this exact spot, making everyone pause. Could this be the entrance that treasure hunters had been searching for over hundreds of years? The tension was high as they quietly began to dig, every ear fully focused on what they might find. When the metal detector beeped loudly over a specific area, it wasn't just any signal. It felt like they were on the edge of something huge. Jack led the crew as they carefully dug away around the spot, their minds racing with the thoughts of what could be hidden beneath. Could they finally be close to discovering what Oak Island had been hiding all this time? With every bit of dirt they moved, the excitement grew stronger. A shovel of earth brought them closer to what might be historical artifacts or pieces of the island's long-lost past. The air was thick with anticipation, as if the island itself was ready to give up its secrets and stories that had been buried for so long. Soon, they uncovered a square-shaped opening. It looked like a doorway, possibly leading to parts of the island that had never been explored. This was a huge moment for the team, as it could be the key to answering some of the biggest questions about Oak Island's history. With archaeologist Lednan by their side, they examined the stones carefully, looking for signs that it was man-made. The way the stones were arranged seemed too precise to be natural, suggesting it was something built with a purpose. Marty Lagina, excited by the discovery, believed this could be an entrance created by ancient visitors or settlers, possibly even linked to the legendary Knights Templar or other important historical figures. As the team gathered around the opening, their determination grew even stronger. Every new clue was bringing them closer to solving the puzzle of Oak Island, pushing them forward in their search for the island's hidden history. The team, who had spent years exploring Oak Island's secrets, knew they still had much to learn. They were dedicated to exploring the island responsibly and were eager to hear from Dana Blankenship, a man with decades of experience digging into Oak Island's mysteries. They hoped his knowledge could help guide their next steps. When they arrived at Dan's house, they were amazed by the maps, documents, and artifacts he had collected over the years. Each item told a part of the island's mysterious story. Dan emphasized the need for patience and careful planning. His advice was crucial, especially when it came to dealing with the legal and environmental challenges that often slowed down their work. Back at the site, the possible tunnel entrance they had found was waiting to be fully explored. Now, with Dan's advice in mind and a shared respect for the island's history, the team got ready to clear the area and prepare for a closer archaeological look. Marty took charge of making sure everything they did followed the rules, confirming that using hand tools like shovels was allowed and would not cause any problems with regulations. As they cleared away the plants and overgrowth, other signs of a long corridor leading from the entrance became clearer. The idea that they had found a tunnel was exciting, but they knew they had to be careful. They didn't want to disturb any possible historical evidence, so they documented everything with great care. While the thrill of finding something was strong, they knew the real challenge was to preserve the island's history and natural environment. The team worked with a sense of responsibility, knowing that their discoveries weren't just about treasure but also about respecting the past. As the finished for the day, Rick, Marty, and the rest of the team felt a deep connection to Oak Island. They were motivated not just by the mystery but by their duty to protect and share its story. Guided by history, the team had a serious discussion about their next steps. They thought about the many treasure hunters before them, especially the Chapel expedition, which had faced big problems with the island's tricky flood tunnels. The team knew they need to understand the mistakes of the past to avoid them and improve their chances of success. Rick suggested they take a lesson from Chapel's failure by using modern technology and geological tests before choosing where to drill next. He stressed the importance of scanning the ground carefully to find any hidden waterway tunnels that could flood their new dig, just like what had happened to Chapel. David agreed with Rick and wanted to be cautious, suggesting they pick a spot where history showed there were fewer flood tunnels. On the other hand, Craig believed that with today's technology, they could safely dig at the northeastern site he was proposing, which he thought might be closer to the heart of the money pit. The debate was intense, with every contributing valuable ideas. Recognizing the need for more information, Marty proposed scanning both potential dig sites to make an informed decision based on hard data rather than guesses. The team unanimously agreed, opting for a thorough approach to ensure they respected the island's history and previous search efforts. This methodical strategy aimed not just at discovering treasure, but also at preserving the island and ensuring the safety of their operations. The team now had a deeper understanding of the challenges Oak Island presented. They felt more motivated than ever, inspired by the efforts of treasure hunters like Dan Blankenship and Melbourne Chapel, whose lives had been shaped by their search for the island's secrets. The theory about Nolan's cross being linked to ancient culture was fascinating. especially because of the possible connection between the Knights Templar and Oak Island. The idea that the Templars might have created our layout with deep symbolic meaning fit with what is known all about how they often built things with spiritual or historical importance. Mike Welling and Mark Fogger, both experts in stonemasonry and historical artifacts, joined the team to help analyze the stones. Thea used modern tools to scan for any signs that the stones had been carved or shaped by people. They paid extra attention to the central stone, thinking that if anyone had changed it, that's where the evidence would be most obvious. As they examined each stone, the team discussed what it would mean if they could prove the stone had been shaped by humans. If the stones weren't natural, it would be a big clue that Nolan's Cross was placed there on purpose by people, possibly for navigation or some kind of ceremony. These would support the idea that there was more to these stones than just a natural formation. Fred Nolan, who had studied the site before, had made some interesting finds himself. He had discovered a sixth stone that was shaped like a human head. These raised lots of questions about what the people who placed the stones were trying to do. Was it art, a way to mark their territory, or was it something even more meaningful? The team was eager to see how far they could find more clues to explain it. As they kept investigating, the team also searched the surrounding area to see if there were other clues or artifacts. They used tools like ground-penetrating radar and soil tests to look for hidden chambers or objects that Fred Nolan might have missed. They started to wonder if the stones represented the Tree of Life, an ancient symbol. If this were true, it would mean that whoever arranged the stones had a deep understanding of these symbols, possibly supporting the Templar theory or introducing other ancient cultures to the story of Oak Island. With every day spent at Nolan's Cross, the team felt like they were uncovering layers of history. Each new find gave them more insight but also brought more questions about Oak Island's mysterious past. They realized that their search wasn't just about finding treasure, it was about piecing together the story of this island. A story that might be much bigger than they had ever imagined. As the team continued to carefully dig and study the area around Nolan's Cross, they couldn't help but think about what their findings might mean for Oak Island's mysterious past and what they might discover next. Finding a sword fragment near Nolan's Cross added a new layer of history to the site, making it seem even more important. The sword, along with the stone's intricate carvings that looked like human faces, suggested that this place wasn't just random but could have held deep cultural or ritual meaning long ago. Experts Mark Fogger and Mike Welling examined the stones of Nolan's Cross, noting their unusually smooth surfaces which suggested human shaping. This indicated deliberate craftsmanship, implying the cross was constructed for a specific, perhaps now forgotten, purpose. As they pieced together each new find, the team saw connections not just to the Knights Templar but also to ancient symbols like the Tree of Life.